Welcome to week 1. Before we practice any skills, we need to do something most people skip. Truly understand the test we're preparing for. You wouldn't play a game without knowing the rules. By the end of today, you'll know the test format, how it's scored, and where you personally stand. IELTS Academic has 4 parts: listening, reading, writing, and speaking, each scored on its own. Let's meet them quickly.
Listening comes first, about 30 minutes, 4 sections, 40 questions. Then reading, 60 minutes, 3 long passages, another 40 questions. Then writing, 2 tasks in 60 minutes. And finally, speaking, a short face-to-face conversation, 11 to 14 minutes.
One helpful thing to know: the listening and speaking parts are exactly the same for academic and general training candidates. Only reading and writing are different. Now, scoring. IELTS gives a band from 1 to 9, not pass or fail. 9 is expert, 6 is competent. Most universities ask for 6 to 7.5.
You get a band for each of the 4 skills, and then an overall band, which is simply the average rounded to the nearest half. So if you're strong in reading, but weaker in writing, the strong score helps lift your average. That's good news. It means every skill is worth working on.
Here's the key takeaway. Because your overall is an average, the smartest strategy is to raise your weakest skill. A small gain where you're weak often does more than a big gain where you're already strong.
For listening and reading, it's simple. 40 questions each, 1 mark per question, and your raw score converts to a band. Writing and speaking are judged differently on 4 qualities: how well you answer the task, how well organized your ideas are, the range of your vocabulary, and the accuracy of your grammar. 4 qualities equally weighted.
Before we finish, let me save you some pain by naming the mistakes almost every beginner makes. Not reading the instructions. If a question says no more than 2 words, writing 3 words makes it wrong, even if the meaning is right. Mistake 2, poor time management. Don't get stuck on one hard question. Mistake 3, there's no penalty for guessing, so never leave one empty. And mistake 4, ignoring your mistakes. Testing without reviewing is the slowest way to improve. We'll do the opposite in this course. When you finish, note your score for each skill. Which was hardest? Where did you run out of time? Write it all down. Write it all down. That honest snapshot becomes your personal map for the next 11 weeks. Understand the test, find your starting point, and you're already ahead. That's week 1. Understand the test, find your starting point. Do that, and you're already ahead of most candidates. I'll see you in week 2, where we start sharpening your grammar. Well done, and see you there.